We're gonna keep walking.
Fill in.
Just an FYI.
Over here.
Where are we going?
That's right.
Oh, we gotta count.
Social distortion.
Have fun.
That was
Tap with tap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like kind of being still. I'm so sorry.
Speaker always says yeah, I know.
Yeah, a little bit.
You.
This is beach. Grace will mess us up.
I do not remember the difference.
Good morning. My name is Matt Kirkpatrick, and I am the District Director of Student Support Services and the former principal at Middletown High School South. Superintendent Mrs. Mary Ellen Walker, members of the Board of Education, Central Office Administration, teachers, parents, family members, and friends, we welcome you to Middletown High School South's 2021 commencement exercises. In the unlikely event of an evacuation related to weather or other factors, attendees in the stands will exit from top to bottom rows. Attendees will follow the directions of security personnel and return to their vehicles. Students will be evacuated to the bubble through the field gate and will follow the directions of the staff. Further directions would follow from the school administrative staff. It is with great pride that I introduce the staff of High School South and recognize High School South's Teacher of the Year, Mr. Tom Rooney. I would also like to thank retirees Valerie Barney, Victor Bears, Lisa DeBona, Anna Cacina, Linda Picciotto, Roberta Vega for their many years of service. I would like to thank Mrs. Walker, Central Office Administration, the Board of Education, Middletown South's Parent Faculty Association for their unwavering support of our students. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and join Eagle Scouts James DeRogeres, Zachary Jenkins, Braden Johnson, and Raphael Kahn as they lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, and remain standing as members of the Middletown High School South Songbirds and the Chamber Choir under the direction of Miss Emily Castor perform the National Anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. At this time, members of the South Songbirds and the Chamber Choir will perform the Imagine a Wonderful World medley. At this time, Middletown High School South would like to recognize those in attendance that have served our country. I ask that any veteran or enlisted member of the armed forces please stand and be recognized. I would also ask that any member of the class of 2021 who proudly chose to serve our country stand and be recognized as well. It is certainly an honor to have the opportunity to stand before you today to celebrate this momentous occasion. Until recently, none of us were certain what our 2021 graduation ceremonies would look like. I feel extremely fortunate to be afforded the opportunity to provide our graduates with a send-off that they deserve. Today, we celebrate the culmination of a journey that began in kindergarten many years ago. The tremendous social, emotional, and academic growth that has taken place during the course of that time is a result of hard work, long-lasting friendships, family support, mistakes made, and valuable lessons learned. The experiences that you have had during your time as a Middletown Township Public Schools student have helped mold you into the individuals that you are today. The road that has led each of you here, specifically the last 2 years, have been unconventional to say the least. On a Friday in March of your junior year, the trajectory of your academic careers changed dramatically. What you came to expect out of your high school experience was no longer a reality, and since that day, you've been required to adapt and adjust in almost every way conceivable. Yet here we are today, sitting on the turf, in your stadium, with your peers, family members, and school faculty for one last event before you move on to your post-secondary lives. Memories are a funny thing. Two people can have the same exact experience, yet have a completely different recollection of the occurrence. How will you remember your time at Middletown High School South? Will you recall the classes that you loved, the teachers who challenged you to work to your full potential, the friendships you forged, your involvement in athletics, clubs, and activities? Or will you look back with regret, wondering what might have been if we had not faced the obstacles that had a significant impact on your high school years? I encourage you to focus on the positive experiences that you've had, remembering all the good times that occurred at this exceptional high school. There's no denying that the COVID-19 crisis has changed how many of us think about things and how we operate, but we should not let this tarnish how we remember. Moving forward, you will rely on much of the knowledge you've gained during your time in high school. And the last 2 years in particular have helped you to become more flexible and creative. Your communication skills and ability to advocate for yourselves have improved. You have become more tech savvy, resilient, and perhaps more compassionate. Naturally, you will remember both the positive and the disappointing aspects of your time at High School South. But acknowledging the challenges while focusing on the good memories, not only with regard to your education, but throughout your lives, will help foster personal growth and ultimately facilitate happiness. I hope that each of you found great value in the education that you've received during your time in the Middletown Township School District. You have put forth an extraordinary amount of effort, and you've had the privilege of working with some of the finest quality educators in the business. Your hard work and commitment will play a critical role in your success as you transition out of high school into your next life experiences. Many of you are off to top-tier colleges and universities, while others will attend trade schools or the military, and some will immediately join the workforce. Whatever path that you're on, be confident. Your journey is an important one. Work hard, but take time to have fun. Personal growth doesn't end after high school. You will continue to learn about yourself every day, and the more experiences that you're exposed to as a student, a professional, and as a human being, the more well-rounded, successful, and ultimately happy you'll be. You recognize your accomplishments and to celebrate your high school graduation. Continue to lean on your family for guidance. These are the individuals who will support you through good times and during struggles. On behalf of the entire Middletown High School South community, I would like to thank you for all that you've done to help to create the outstanding educational climate that we are all so fortunate to be a part of. You have left an imprint at South that will remain long after you move on. On a personal note, I have truly enjoyed working with each of you. I wish you much success and happiness in all that you do. Congratulations. I would now like to introduce this year's salutatorian, Layla I.
Good morning, parents, friends, family, faculty, and board members. Thank you all for being here today to celebrate with us the graduating class of 2021. Without any of you, none of this would be possible. So thank you to the parents who persistently reminded us of deadlines coming up. Thank you to the friends and family who offered constant support. And thank you to the teachers who answered emails sent at unspeakable hours of the morning. Thank you all for your instrumental efforts that have led us here today. To the class of 2021, as much as it pains me to play into this cliche, graduation is not the end, but the beginning. It is the time to begin what is still undone. For 12 years, we labored, endured, and enjoyed all the undertakings laid before us with the incentive of reaching the goal of our graduation day. During this time, we discovered who we were, learned how to be confident in our own skins, developed critical thinking skills, and perhaps more importantly, mastered how to put something into MLA format. And I'm sure we've all been counting down the days until today, but hopefully as we look to our lifelong friends and classmates sitting next to us, we can find it within ourselves to think that it wasn't all too bad. Let's remember today as a starting point for the rest of our lives. But I would also like to emphasize that it isn't a race. As eloquently said by lifehack.org, so you know it's credible, we do not need to decide everything, plan out our lives, experience everything, get to the top, find true love, figure out life's purpose, and do it all at the same time. Let's let our lives unfold and take our time appreciating everything it has to offer. I hope it is everything you expect and more. Thank you.
Thank you, Layla. is with great honor that I introduce this year's valedictorian, James Burns.
Good morning, everyone. I must say, it's early for a Friday morning. What is it, 9 a.m.? I mean, I attend school from home, so I should be sleeping right now. On behalf of the graduating class, I would like to thank Mr. Kirkpatrick and Mr. Covert, Dr. Trudell, Mrs. Albanese, Mr. Rasmussen, Mr. Dorgan, Mrs. Walker, and the other central office administrators, as well as Mrs. Minuis and the Board of Education for their service to our school and community. Thank you to the great teachers and staff of Middletown High School South for their commitment to our education and futures. Thank you to our friends and families for making memories with us and being here today for our commencement. And on a more personal note, thank you, Mom and Dad. You've helped and guided me since day one. My parents have always supported me through the highs and lows of high school. And I mean that. Highs, today, and lows, lowest lows. I used to have long hair down past my shoulders. Terrible. People say nice hair, but then after you get it cut and they tell you, you look homeless. We all know that this school year was atypical and presented a unique set of challenges. But today, we can remember high school and our lives as a whole. I know that I've learned a lot of interesting and important things, and many less than interesting and even less important things. I know that I formed relationships with passionate and inspirational teachers. I've made friends who've kept my spirits up along the way. And by some, frankly, unbelievable miracle, met a girl who actually likes me back. You're not supposed to clap at that one. I don't know many of you personally, but I hope that you can look back on the bustling hallways of South, or your favorite sport, class, or club, or lunch with a friend, or the teacher that made you smile, and be filled with a sense of fondness for what you are leaving behind today. But don't look back for too long. As said by the knowing Jean-Luc Picard, seize the time, live now. Make now always the most precious time. Now will never come again. And while you're enjoying the present, mind the future. It's still malleable. In a world of strife, moral ambiguity, and utter chaos, I can only say this: good luck. I may know a lot of facts and dates and theorems, but I don't know what the future has in store for us. I can only imagine how different things will be from here on out. So work hard and make yourself happy. To the class of 2021, I know what year, 2021. I wish us all the best in our future endeavors. We've earned it. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you, Jim. At this time, I would like to invite the senior band members to join the Middletown High School South Band for one final performance, Where Eagles Soar, by Stephen Renke, under the direction of Mr. Mike Bragaseo. At this time, it is my privilege to introduce our Middletown Township Superintendent of Schools, Mrs. Mary Ellen Walker.
Before I start my speech, I just want to set some expectations. My speech is not going to be as clever, humorous, or poignant as the student speakers that already spoke. They are really a tough act to follow. Good morning, graduates, and welcome parents, family members, staff, administration, and Board of Ed members. Mrs. Joan Menuiz, our board president, Mr. Frank Capone, our board vice president, and board members Barry Heffernan, Deborah Wright, Leonora Caminiti, and John Little. Thank you all for being here today to celebrate this major accomplishments with our graduates. This year, perhaps more than ever, commemorating this occasion is a truly special and deserved moment. Graduates, you are here today because you have successfully met the requirements of graduating high school. Up until recently, your accomplishments have been noteworthy. You have excelled academically, in athletics, and the arts. However, when we consider the additional challenges that you have faced over the past 15 months, it is no longer fair to call your accomplishments noteworthy. Instead, they are magnificent. In addition to experiencing the typical social and academic struggles that many before you have faced, you have had the additional burden of living through a pandemic. Further, you have been witness to several historical moments that have reflected a nation of social and political unrest. There is no question that you have had to learn how to navigate an unprecedented number of challenges, and yet you have come through victorious on all fronts. For both your noteworthy and magnificent victories over the past 13 years, you deserve to be celebrated, and you deserve to feel how proud everyone here is of you, including me. You have exerted tremendous effort and demonstrated fierce determination throughout your years in Middletown South School in order to be here today and earn your place on this field. I want you to take a moment to look around you. Notice all the faces you see, your fellow graduates, your friends, family, teachers, administrators, and board members. Feel the pride that we have for you. I want you to remember this feeling. This is triumph. Those faces that you see surround you are not only proud of your victories, they are proud of how you have risen above expectations in order to be a part of this world in ways that many graduates before you have not. Today, I see 336 young adults who are authentically prepared to take on the challenges that await them. I see leaders who perceive no boundaries between the classroom and the real world, who are brave enough to not only notice the imperfections of the world, but to stand up against them with heartfelt humanity and tenacity. I see civic participants who are aware of their surroundings, of the social, political, and economic climate of the world they will soon run. And I see compassionate humans with deep-rooted desires to be of service to others. Most importantly, I continue to see your victories. I feel your triumphant spirits. With certainty, these victories are your own. However, I must acknowledge my own gratitude for the role that this school community has played in supporting you along your journey to graduation. Thank you to the parents, guardians, and family members. You have been present in moments large and small. You have supported these students academically and in their co-curricular and athletic pursuits. And you have given your time and energy to ensure that the needs of our students, these graduates, were met. Thank you to all our staff, our custodians, facility staff, and secretaries. You have kept our school safe and operating efficiently. Our paraprofessionals, you have supported our students' academic and social-emotional growth. Our nurses, you have safeguarded our health when it was never more necessary or more difficult. Our teachers, counseling staff, and CST members, you have created and implemented instructional practices to teach and motivate students in the hybrid model. Remain flexible despite the many daily changes in rosters, schedules, and routines, and provided emotional support for your students in the most turbulent time in their lives. And our administrators, you coordinated it all. I am truly grateful for the vital contributions of each member of our school community made to ensure the success of these graduates. Graduates, as you say goodbye to Middletown South, I hope you always remember to draw on these years to remind you of what is most important. Remember to cherish your family and your friends. Find joy in the little things and never take routine for granted. Continue to empathize with and help others who are suffering. And strive to consistently better yourself even when motivation wanes. And most importantly, remember your worth. Remember your determination. And remember your ability to be triumphant. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2021.
Thank you, Mrs. Walker. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Board of Education President, Ms. Joan Miniwies.
Good morning, everyone. All I can say is, wow, it is so exciting to be here today with all of you, with your parents, your family, your guardians, your staff, all in person. It is just an exciting event. I would like to thank my fellow board members for being here today. I also would like to thank our parents and guardians for all your support during these difficult times. We couldn't have done it without you. To our staff, you have gone above and beyond to help the students in Middletown. We can't thank you enough for all your dedication. Also, I would like to thank Mr. Kirkpatrick for his years of leadership here at High School South, along with his assistant principals who have shown outstanding leadership. Can we give them a round of applause? Graduates, thank you for all you have done for our schools and our community. You are leaving your legacy of kindness, volunteerism, and determination to make your school and your community a better place to be. When you look at all your accomplishments, be it academics, athletics, or community service, you have made such a positive impact in our community. We know that the last 16 months have been full of difficult times, but now it's time to move forward. Find your passion and follow it. Set goals for yourself and accomplish them. I hope we have provided you with the wisdom, courage, and determination to succeed in your future endeavors. You are truly a thoughtful, caring group of young men and women. Tomorrow starts the beginning of brand new adventures for you. Take advantage of all opportunities that come your way. As you enter a new journey in your life, stay focused and be true to yourself. And never forget, what makes you successful is not what you have, but who you are. On behalf of the Board of Education, we wish you good health, much happiness, and tremendous success. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Minuise. In just one moment, we will begin awarding our diplomas. I respectfully request that you hold your applause until after all of the students receive their diplomas so that each family can hear their child's name announced. Graduates, please stand. Families and friends, Mrs. Walker, Central Office Administrators, esteemed members of the Middletown Township Board, certify that the class of 2021 has completed all necessary requirements for graduation according to the Middletown Township School District and the state of New Jersey. Seniors, please turn to your parents and guardians and applaud them for all of the support they provided you through the years. Seniors, you may be seated. This year, our graduates will be announced by Assistant Principal Ms. Carrie Albanese and Assistant Principal Mr. James Rasmussen. Diplomas will be awarded by last year's Teacher of the Year, Mr. Alexis Kozik, and this year's Teacher of the Year, Mr. Tom Rooney.
James Burns.
Layla I.
Jolene Janoni.
Luke R. Lizowski.
Caroline Elizabeth Sankyu.
Leah Rose Simonello.
Michael D. Chai.
Sunny Lee.
Jessica Busello.
Caroline Elizabeth Harlow.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Middletown High School South's class of 2021's top 10.
Annabelle Adams.
Samantha Catherine Alborn.
Luke Albrecht.
Joseph M. Albright.
Lucy Ann Alderson.
Jennifer Alexander.
Jason D. Allen.
Nicholas Attilio.
Zachary Amara.
Alex Amicangelo.
Christian Amicangelo.
Paige Victoria Andrasik.
Angelina P. Anchelowitz.
Brendan J. Antonelli.
James Michael Antonio.
Molly Applegate.
Jake Aravich.
Sophia N. Arena.
Allison Ann Aroni.
Gabriella Mary August.
Abigail Badrick.
Jenna K. Barnes.
Morgan Barnes.
Taylor Barrett.
Haley Francis Beatty.
David P. Vendetti.
Lindsay Jacqueline Bells.
Sashi Benara.
Matthew Benbrook.
Ross Christian Benito.
Luke Benson.
Brendan J. Vigos.
Hunter Blozen.
Perry Teresa Bolognese.
Mia Rose Bompantino.
Amanda Borghese.
Sarah Bugila.
Margaret Boyle.
Tony Marie Boyle.
Alexandra Braca.
Tabitha Brand.
Carissa N. Bray.
Grace Eileen Broderick.
Francis Brown.
Thomas Anthony Brown.
Anna Elizabeth Buchelski.
Isabella Dallas Budanich.
Luke Presley Burbank.
Amelia Buthorn.
Morgan Allen Butler.
Shannon Byrne.
Julia Cafaro.
Tatum Olivia Campos.
Helena Rose Cannon.
Aiden Carey.
Amanda Carey.
Michaela M. Carney.
Victoria Carosa.
Ava Bella Carpinello.
Madison Carroll.
Austin Bruno Carter.
Michael Ryan Kazar.
Sarah Elizabeth Cassidy.
Michael J. Castellano.
Maggie Chesick.
Madison Catherine Sigolini.
Kelly Elizabeth Kloss.
Abigail Coakley.
Tyler Kolasicki.
Braden Q. Connolly.
Luke Daniel Corcoran.
Matthew.
Michael J. Coel.
Michael William Crespo.
Samantha Crispino.
Lily Kelly Crosby.
Shane Thomas Schick.
Brendan Michael Cullinane.
Matthew T. Kubanov.
Michael Diamato.
Nicole Dobby.
Benjamin R. Davis.
James Christopher DeRogeris Kayla Marie Frybot,
Michael Frunze,
Leo Galina,
Sophia Gallo,
Olivia Gandolfo,
Ashley Garbayo,
Kyle A. Gardina,
Kyle Alexander Garrity,
Juliana Victoria Germack,
Thomas Andrew Germanario,
Sophia Giovanoni,
Chase Junta,
Matthew Glynn,
Kimberly D. Goldman,
Sophia Isabella Gonzalez,
Marcus Gore,
Kelsey Elizabeth Goff,
Liam Richard Goff,
Stephen Anders Grillen Jr.,
Caitlin Mary Lou Grano,
River Coleman Grover,
Lauren A. Geis,
Joseph Salvatore Gazone,
Eden Thomas Hannigan,
Samantha Ann Harper,
Sasha,
Ty Reza Hashemi,
Stanley Augustus Haviland IV,
Alyssa Rose Hadeen,
Juliana Nella Hedin,
Thomas Hernandez,
Logan John Perot,
Abigail Hickman,
Alexander J. Higgins,
Chloe M. Hoban,
Charles Honan,
Robert C. Hoskins,
Christian Hulek Morales,
Brett Hewish,
Jack William Hudson,
Angel Heyer,
Victoria Macavone,
Sophie Jackson,
Zachary G. Jenkins,
Sophia Jimenez,
Braden King Johnson,
Jessica Julian Andrews,
Brianna Candravi,
Aiden Kane,
Elizabeth Lynn Kane,
Cage E. Caney,
Jordan Elizabeth Keehee,
Anna Keeley,
Michael Keenan,
Alexa Kelly,
Patrick Kelty,
Brooke A. Kirby,
Hunter James Nice,
Sean Cobal,
Alexandra Rose Copel,
Raphael G. Kahn,
Emma Konafal,
Delaney Cosbab,
David J. Creighton,
Madison Kaminsky,
Charlie J. Langrieve,
Abigail Larrier,
Brian Javone Matthew Law,
Cosette Lee,
Adnan Leka,
Victoria Ann Labretti,
Sean Marcus Liner,
Renee Leodakis,
Corinne Lippard,
Isabel Grace Lockwood,
Blaze Dylan Long,
Andrea Lopez,
Thomas Liu,
Ingrid E. Lucas,
Bonnie E. Lynch.
Fiona L. McGuire.
Abby Rose Malkaloff.
Luke Anthony Mamola.
Maya J. N. Mann.
Matthew Menino.
Marie Claire Martin.
Andre Cataldo Mortorano.
Molly Elizabeth Massal.
Stefania Mastrogianni.
Matthew William Moreau.
Matthew McDonald.
Quinn T. McDonald.
Paige Jeanette McGrath.
Stephen McGruther.
Tess Margaret McGinnis.
Trevor McKibben.
Gabriel McMahon.
Victoria Lynn Medal.
Grace Meehan.
Stephen McHale.
Shauna Millen.
Scott Joseph Melsky.
Jordan Meskin.
Austin William Michalski.
Ava Montalbano.
Mackenzie Montana.
Madison Moody.
Jason Moran.
Liam Thomas Murphy.
Gianna Elena Musa.
Rihanna Nasta.
Elena Natale.
Alex Ian Nelson.
Morgan Ness.
Isabella Jocelyn Nieves.
Christina Paige Nielsen.
Christian Nizamov.
Adrian Nicelli.
Abigail Brianna Nolan.
Brooke E. Norbeck.
Daniel S. Nowicki.
Nicholas C. Nowicki.
Ryan O'Boyle.
Liam John O'Donnell.
Grace O'Gurk.
Caroline Elizabeth O'Shea.
Aaron Michael Oliveira.
Tyler Olofsson.
Reagan Orlando.
Cree Osner.
Carter Ryan Ostermiller.
Lauren Pamaldeso.
Morgan Angelina Palmer.
Allison Loren Panic.
Ryan James Paulson.
Jessica Taylor Purley.
Luca Grace Perry.
Winter Erica Pilkerton.
Nicholas Andre Piscopo.
Luke Patrick Platsky.
Matthew Ponteri.
Victoria Marie Poval.
Kira J. Prince.
Christy A. Provini.
Gianna Ruth Rassiopi.
Flynn James Rafferty.
Ian Michael Rayhill.
Sophia Rose Raymond.
Christian J. Rita.
Derek M. Reynolds.
Rachel Ricardo.
Jason William Rich.
Tayshawn Rock.
Stephen Rotterman.
Sophia Elizabeth Romano.
Ruben Anthony Romero.
Michaela Ruby.
Hannah E. Rudnick.
Victoria Ruggiero.
Trinity Rusbarski.
Jacqueline Russo.
John Joseph Ryan.
Jagdeep K. Saini.
Emily D. Salvador.
Caroline Margaret Sampietro.
Christopher Santiago.
Daniela Sarchi.
Christopher Michael Skamaka.
Avery Hope Selden.
Jack Shea.
Autumn Shenfield.
Tyrone J. Shields.
Carolina Simon.
Courtney Shea Sivitz.
Hope Smith.
Lauren Smith.
Isabella Sorrentino.
Nicholas Gregory Sorrentino.
Joseph M. Stanzione.
Ethan Stazak.
Victoria Stazak.
Sophia Stemmer.
Aaron James Stilitano.
Francesca Anna Sticks.
Jacob Michael Stoddard.
Edwin Martin.
Stella Succato.
Kylie Nicole Swanson.
Daniel Taka.
Christopher Taramina.
Mark T. Tardy.
Austin Xavier Terrell.
Elena Marie Thompson.
Louis Tonicello.
Patrick Boyd Tompkins.
Daniel Allen Trachtenberg.
Frank Anthony Tradici.
Gregory Treza.
Willis Robert Treza.
Brielle Trinchera.
James Henry Turner.
Gabriella Marie Unrath.
Sarah Ann Baca.
Sarah Valente.
Lorenzo Valenzuela.
Vivian Vanzelli.
Amelie J. Vila.
Michael Gerard Volpe.
William Joseph Waldman.
Kayla Nicole Whelan.
Gabrielle Lee Wilcox.
Nicholas Williams.
Mark Rosario Williamson.
Philip Edward Woods.
Logan Wyman.
Daniel Yazurski.
Mei Lee Hope Zai.
Asher J. Zimmerman.